So, as you all know, Georgie was killed, right? He was killed. But some scientists, they gathered back his parts and, actually, they revived him. And Georgie's right here. And so Georgie, he's all friendly, Can I have a handshake? And, like, shake hands, Good day to you, sir. How's your day been? And Georgie, he remembers. And here's another schizophrenic episode, Yeah, sire. They're in my head. Yeah, sire. And then, basically, he pulls out his axe, his signature axe. And he's like, hi, I can't take it anymore. And then he goes back to life because he just is like that. And yeah, he kind of gets cooked, but honestly, this is just in my way, so we're just gonna. Alright. So now that we got rid of that, some random kid comes up, and he decides to be a great idea. That is not a random ass kid. This kid, he decides it's a great idea to mess with his head and go, boom! And then, because of that, he actually develops Down syndrome. Like, not even, like, the Down syndrome, just, like, the, stereotypical Down syndrome is like, don't touch me. Like, Down syndrome stuff. And like, he's like, sir, are you good? You look absolutely disgusting. He's like, don't touch me. And then his other side chick appears with, emo or something like that. He's like, honey, where have you been? I've been worried about you all day. I worried about you. And he's like, you never treated me right. And he goes, he's literally just an absolutely mass murderer. So then, of course, the police, they show up. Because it's the police, And they're like, sir, what you're doing, we're gonna have to arrest you for your, for this, alright? Don't even struggle with us, because we have, like, guns, and we will shoot you. Actually, I'm gonna pull out my gun right now, just in case you try anything. Alright? So, I'm gonna need you to drop the weapon, okay? I don't want you... No, don't! And then he gets enraged and he's like, yeah. And then he's pissed off, so he goes, yeah, and just does a cartwheel, And then he finds the Glock, right? And he's like, fuck this stupid bro. And what he does is he factory resets his brain, because that's just possible now. And he's like, beep beep. So now he's normal again. He's like, yo, what's up, gang? And then some like random ass person pulls up and he's like, yo, I got the deal, bro. And then he pulls out the nice good stuff, And then he tries to give it to him, and then Georgie's like, no, I don't do drugs. Right? So that dude's just like dead. And then out of literally like nowhere, Tony Stark shows up and he's like, "Hey kid, have you ever thought about like, not killing people, or else I'm gonna have to come after you?" And then Georgie's like, but I like killing people. And Tony's like, "I know, but," and then he gets cut off by this. Freak you, Tony Stark. I never liked you. Captain America's better, according to him. And he goes, yeet. So now that he's been taken care of, so it turns out we actually have a drunk driver over here. Like, we have an insane drunk driver. He doesn't know where he's from. He's from Britain. And so, he's sitting. And in his car. And then over here, he actually gets into a confrontation, right? And so he actually gets shot in the hand multiple times. So this guy doesn't work. He's like, any final words? And Georgie, he can't do anything. It's all hopeless. And now, as I pull the trigger, you will never see the day in the life. And the drunk driver actually runs over him. And so Georgie manages to pick himself up. I never liked you. And before that, it turns out he actually had a grenade on him. And he hears it. Huh? And he lands in cars. And he's saved. Oh my goodness. Georgie's saved, and he's gonna live. He's gonna freaking live until the US government appears. And they kind of like, Georgie, surrender now. And then Georgie's like, no. I'm like, I'm gonna give you one final chance. And then he actually somehow uses his telekinetic powers to blow up the helicopter. And and then all of a sudden, the person pulls up, right? They're like, pay your taxes. And he's like, no, I don't want to pay my taxes. And he's like, then I'm gonna have to steal stuff from your house. And he's like, no, I'd rather steal your life. And he kills that person. And then they've had enough. Well, and that concludes this tale of story for the second time.